In this video, I'm going to talk about something important, and if you guessed by the title of the video, which is called Something Important, I'm going to be talking about something important, as well as talking about why I'm making this video, what I'm going to be talking about, and why it is important. And if my voice sounds deep throughout all this video in any way, it's because I got a cold as my voice is deep, as I've seen some videos where people do a social media detox, which basically is like quitting social media for a few days or more and seeing what the difference is, as nowadays we can go on our phones and go on social media and see what is happening around the world, as this video is to do with the technology we have now, but it's different to the videos where people do a social media detox, as I may need to explain to what I'm on about, so watch until the end. So let me explain. So if you remember back in November 2021, towards the end of the month, when Storm Arwen hit the UK, Ireland, Scotland and France, as trees were pulled out of the ground and did a lot of damage to houses, as nobody watched TV, go on the internet and just had to wait until electric came back on, as the power went out, as electric wires that are on the power lines snapped in half, which sort of made people worried, thinking when the electric was going to come back on, as some places had electric for a few hours, then got cut off the electric, as some people contacted their electric firm asking when the electric was going to come back on, as some people had to wait for a few days or more for the electric to be restored, as some got their electric restored before everybody was put back onto their electric. But whilst it was happening, I noticed something different when there was no electric, which was the old days, as it reminded me what the old days were like when there was no electric, as people would light a candle to see in the dark when there were no lights in the house, as we have access to a lot more information, as nowadays we can watch Netflix, go on the internet, play video games and watch YouTube videos, depending on whether you are watching something or searching for something, as you may be struggling with something, as you may look on the internet how to fix it, or maybe look something on the internet and see what there is before you think of buying it. Okay, so let's jump into it. First is old days. Before we had things like video games, there were only things like board games, as people get a board game out and play together, like chess, scramble or monopoly. And before there was electric, people would light a candle to see in the dark, as candles were only one of the things that will produce light for us, as people get a candle and light it with a match. Second is power banks. So the reason for power banks is that they can sometimes be useful at times, as with power banks you can charge up your phone, as all you just have to do is plug a cable into the power bank and cable to your phone, as power banks may be very useful when you're away from home, as they can charge up your phone, as power banks have bars which shows you how much battery is left in them before the battery runs out, and will start flashing when the battery is about to run out. But it depends on what power bank you have, as some power banks may hold up to 5 volts but may charge up your phone faster, as some power banks may have different charging speed in terms of how fast to charge up your phone, as sometimes in the past when the electric has gone off, or maybe I got outside somewhere and my phone is running low, I may use a power bank to charge it up, and when I get back home all I just have to do is charge up again ready for next time, as power banks hold charge in them which may be 5 volts or more, as power banks may show on the back or maybe at the charging slot where you put the cable into, how many volts it holds. Third is usage. Now I know that we use electric a lot in terms like charging our mobile phone, as we use them every day, as some things like fridges and freezers are on all the time to keep food cool so they don't go off. But what I'm on about is that when you do something that may require using electric, is that sometimes you can switch it off when you have done with it, or if you went into a room and switch the light on, as you may want to switch the light off when coming out of a room, as sometimes in the past when the electric has gone off, it sometimes can remind us of how we use our electric, so we can always switch a plug or light off when not in the room or in use. And the last one is communication. Now I know that we're in a world that allows us to communicate by devices like your phone, as all you just have to do is get your phone out and FaceTime someone through the internet without going to them. as you can contact anyone from anywhere through the internet. But what I mean is that sometimes it can distract us from communicating face to face. I'm not saying that they're completely useless, but just sometimes it can make us feel disconnected when we're on our devices, as sometimes in life when the things happen, as we can get worried about things that are going on in life. But I think it's important for us to communicate about it to each other, whether it's through the internet or face to face, can sometimes help reduce stress. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and share this with anyone who you may think may find it helpful, and drop a like if you found this entertaining, as I felt this was like an important video to make. Follow me on social media to stay connected, linked below, and click here to see a video talking about what I have learned about growing up in the countryside. Click down to see another video. Stay positive, down to the next video.